Okay, now here's the deal. We've got this Ford diesel F350 Super Duty, and we charged up both batteries to 100% because it's been sitting for a while, and the interior light lights up bright, but when we go to start it, we don't get the starter to engage. So we got out here, took a good look at the batteries, and here's what we got. We got a bunch of this green, yellow, blue crud, corrosion, that's on the positive terminals of both batteries. And this is probably seriously degrading the conductivity and the amount of current we can get to the starter. What happens is that when batteries get a little age on them and they sit, some of the sulfur dioxide gas from the sulfuric acid in the battery leaches through the battery casing, and it causes this type of schmutz, so corrosion, around the positive terminals. This can become a real problem because it degrades the ability of the current to move from the battery to the cable. The short-term solution is to just pull these things apart and clean it up and put it back together. The long-term solution is to remove the cable from the terminal, clean it up, and then put fiber washers that have been specially treated to inhibit corrosion around each terminal, and then put everything back together again. The things you're going to need to do this project are going to be a wire brush, a dusting brush, a terminal cleaning tool, possibly a terminal removal tool, safety glasses of course, because when you start using the wire brush, the stuff is going to fly all over the place, and you don't want it getting into your eyes. You're going to need the appropriate wrench size, and then you're going to need the anti-corrosion washers, such as these number 810 Tech Team Fiber Anti-Corrosion Washers. First thing to do is to remove the negative terminal. Always remove the negative terminal first. And if I hadn't mentioned it, it's also a good idea to wear cruddy old clothes when you're doing this. Okay, now we don't have to worry about any short circuits. Now pull back the boot so that you can get to the positive terminal, and we want to remove that also. This has proven a little bit stubborn, so we're going to use the Tech Team terminal puller to get that thing safely and easily removed. And boy, look at all that crud. Now put on your safety glasses, take your wire brush. You want to remove all this with the brush. This is nice and clean. You also want to get it off the cable connector. Now you want to take your terminal cleaning tool, brush, you just want to clean out a little bit. You don't want to go too aggressive on this because you'll take the plating off the clamp. These are not lead fittings, so you got to be real careful. While we're at it, you also want to clean off the top post of the battery. Do the same thing with the negative. This will just ensure that we have a real good electrical connection. Now you want to take a little dusting brush, just clean all this crud off. Doesn't have to be perfect, but you do want to get as much off as you can. Now we put the red positive terminal washer on the positive post and the green negative one on the negative post. Now we put our positive terminal back in place first. Get that snugged on there. Wrench, tighten it. Do the same thing with the negative terminal. Put the protective boot back over the positive terminal. This guy's done. Now do the same thing for the other one.